Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BCU Live. I am your host, Adam, KN6QGV, with my co host, Jeremy, KD5YUZ. Tonight, we are actually going to go over issues with the iPhone and the Skybridge. We are also going to go over some other issues that happen with that, as well as upgrading your APRS on your 878 to version 1.04. We noticed on this last round there was some issues with updating. Not everyone's updated to 1.04, so we're going to show you guys that quick little fix on how to fix that. All right, so let's see who's in the house tonight, and we're going to get started.
Well, right here we got one from British Columbia.
Hey, welcome.
Let's see who else. We got Chattanooga. I'm going to
Chattanooga.
assume that is Tennessee. I see Ventura, California. Okay, come on. I know I got Okies in the house here. Let's see. We got New York, Kilo Delta 2, Uniform Charlie Oscar.
Okie Archaeology's in the house.
Yeah, old Freddy's here. Everyone, Okie. Hey, look at here. We got Dade City, Florida in here. KN4 UTA or UTR, Mr. Garnett.
Hey,
Let's
Garnett.
see. We've got San Diego. Then we've got Aurora, Colorado, AD0XE, Bob Nelson. Mr. Roy Sleepers in the house from Texas. Howdy do, Roy. Or Royce. Hopefully everything's down there good with y'all before we get all this massive rain coming through. Let's see, we've got a KF4 CDK out of Southwest Louisiana. We got Salt Lake City KK7 ILE. Let's see what else. Oh, this one I hadn't seen this one before. Kilo Juliet 6 Yankee Tango Alpha. Out there in your neck of the woods, California.
Yeah.
Let's see. I saw another one that was international in here, and I was going to try to get a star on it, so give him a shout out. Hey, Rick, I still love that call sign, and that is an awesome picture there. K9 IED. Now we got Greg in here from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Oh, there's another Okie.
All right. Now, quick show of hands. How many of you guys actually have iPhones here? If you guys could do that, please let us know in the chats real quick. I want to know how many people we're going to be helping tonight with this. And also, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. And you guys also go head to the giveaway in the description. Yes, yep. There we go.
I knew it was coming.
So I was waiting.
So you did pay up the bills, so they're current. You won't be cut off tonight.
Hey, that wasn't the issue. We all know California was trying to censor us.
Oh, okay. We've got 160 viewers tonight, folks. Let's break 300. We did 289 last week. With that much, we can hit 300 and exceed it.
All right. I see we have a lot of iPhone users in the house.
Mm-hmm.
I was running too much power. Yeah, probably. There's a lot of power being ran through this house. Got racks of servers, racks of repeaters, the whole 9 yards. So,
Okay, archaeology says darn Belfin computers.
we're starting it over tonight. Okay.
Yep. Hey, at least we know they're in a good mood. We'll be in a good mood. We're gonna rock it tonight. I can feel 300 being broke.
Did I shovel enough coal in the electric pan
Ooh. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let you forget that one for a long time, Bubba.
It's all right. I'm not worried. All right. So for those of you guys with the iPhone, One of the things I want to make sure is I'm going to go over the settings on how to set up your iPhone specifically. And if it will let me into my hotspot here, then we might be able to actually set up the hotspot as well. But for some reason, it doesn't want to communicate. I think it's because of a configuration we were doing earlier, and I don't remember what the IP was, so I'd have to do a search. So we get when we help customers sometimes, then we figure out the problem, and then we forget to finish setting up our devices. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by going to your settings. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to General. And in there, we're going to click on About, which is the first one. In there, you're going to see the first one. It says name. And what we're going to do is we're going to take out any special characters you guys have in there. So as you can see, it says, I'm trying to get to focus, has my call sign. There we go.
There you go.
My call sign space iPhone. So there's no special characters, no hyphens, no apostrophes, no anything. When you do that, and you actually have those special characters in your name in there, when you start up your hotspot, it's going to add squares and all these weird unique characters inside of your configuration. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go, let me see if I can get into the other hotspot. Okay. So let's get this up here. And let's share that screen for you guys. Screen 2. Okay. Now we're going to open up the configuration. Come down here to Wi-Fi. Configure Wi-Fi. Now, before we actually configure that, what we're going to do is we are actually going to come over here. Let's see. Here we go. I got to get back in there. We're going to come back to our main settings page. And we're going to click on Personal Hotspot. Now, a couple things in here you need to do. I personally like to do maximum compatibility to make sure you have no issues with connecting to your network, to your phone to that. Now, once we turn this on, I set my password to something easy, BridgeCom. And once we turn this on to allow others to join, it's going to have a 5-minute window where we'll be able to connect this device in. Now, once we set up a Wi-Fi network into our hotspot, our Pi-Star, we need to actually restart the Pi-Star device in order for it to take that network and connect to it. So this is a step a lot of people miss. Now with iPhone users, you need to do one more step in there. When you restart your hotspot, your Pi-Star, you need to also reset your personal hotspot in your phone. You need to turn it back off and turn it back on by going allow right here, turning it from on to off to back on. And that will reset it and allow the device to catch it. Now I'm going to show you guys this configuration here by doing it here. So now that it's on, I'm going to scan for networks. Don asked a good question. When will the masterclass be sent out? It already was sent out. If you guys did not receive an email on that, check your spam folder, check all of that. And if you still don't find it, call us up, give us your order number, and we will be more than happy to help you get access to those courses. Now, as we can see right here, KN6 QGV iPhone. There it is. I'm going to come up here and type BridgeCom. I believe that's what I wrote. Save and connect. Now what this does is this automatically adds the iPhone in on my configuration list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back up here. We're going to go to power. And we're going to click on reboot. Now before I click OK here, what I'm going to do is, let me pull up my screen. All right, before I click OK there, what I'm going to do is on my phone here, I'm going to turn off the hotspot. And now I'm turning it back on. And that's resetting that 5-minute timer. So now when I come here and reboot, it takes about 90 seconds, a minute and a half. With the time of trying to set it up, let it scan, find it. You're close to 5 minutes. A lot of times it goes over 5 minutes. That is the reason we tell you that. Now, if you are setting up your hotspot, your personal hotspot from your cell phone, so while that goes, let me switch. So if you're setting up your personal hotspot, your Skybridge or your Pi-Star device to connect to to Wi-Fi networks, always do your cellular or hotspot first, whatever it may be, whether it's a, what is it called, a lightning spot or something with Verizon or some of these other networks. I know each one of them probably have their own little hotspot deal and what they call them. If you're going to connect to one of those, make sure it's your first one on the list before your home Wi-Fi network. Because if you have your home Wi-Fi network, you get in your car, you turn it on, it's going to connect to your home Wi-Fi network and ignore that other network. The priority is always the first one in the list. So if you have your mobile phone first or your mobile hotspot first, it's going to be checking for that first. If it can't find it because it's not on, it's going to jump over and it's going to go to the next network, which is more than likely going to be your home network. I know people that set up, their phone, their wife's phone, and then they have a mobile hotspot as well, and they switch between them to see what's all of those before they get to their home network. So make sure that you do that as this is starting back up. Let's see where we're at. This should be back up any second now.
Curtis Bates has a good one. Does the wired Ethernet take priority over the Wi-Fi? Yes, it does. The wired connections will always be stronger and more demand than the Wi-Fi.
Correct. Both will connect together, but one will take dominance over the other. It will show on the screen, it'll actually show your wired Ethernet address over your Wi-Fi Ethernet.
Apparently, that one answered more than one.
I'm checking the phone right now. All right, what's going on with the hotspot? All right, I'm not sure what's going on with that hotspot right now. It's probably my network. All right. Well, while that's going, I have it loading in the background. It says it's connected on my phone, but it's not actually connecting for some reason. The interface needs to start up. That's a different hotspot. It's not a Skybridge that we're connecting to, and I know it's got a few different networks. It probably is just airing out somewhere, and I just got to fix it. I know that TGIF network password was changed, so that's no longer valid. And then I had a very complex configuration. I might have messed something up in testing it. Okay, so while that's going, let's actually get version 3.0 going right now for the 878. Now, how many people here's radios did not actually go to version 1.04 with APRS?
Taking a look.
Taking a look. All right, for those of you guys who want to know how to check that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up my radio. We're going to go menu. Oops, I got mine locked. All right, we're going to go menu, come down to settings. device info, and in here you're going to see a bunch of stuff. Let's see if my thing can focus. Okay, so right there it says firmware version 3.0. Trying to get to focus better, sorry. And then at the way bottom, you'll see it says, this one says 103. Perfect.
There we go.
There we go. So we'll actually update this radio right now to 104. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by turning off the radio. All right. I'm going to disconnect my cable. I'm going to connect my cable from my computer. Now this is a little bit confusing. You're going to be pressing the bottom button right here. Let's see if I can get that to focus. The lowest one here on the side by the push to talk, and this top one right here by the antenna. So you can hold it with your fingers like this, turn it on. And what you're going to see is it's going to say update mode for link board. Now, once again, on the side of the radio here, the lowest button and the one on top right here by the antenna, and then turn on the radio to get into this mode. I'm going to give everyone a minute to do that, whoever needs to update it. And while we do that, I'm going to bring up my screen here. So first things first, we always want to check the COM port. Make sure you select the right one. Then we're going to come up to Tools, Firmware and Icon Update. We're going to open the update file. Here we go. Thank you, whoever did that.
I got you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back. Now, this is, you could go to your downloads folder to find it, or wherever you download it. It could be your desktop. Everyone has a different place for where they download the folder. So once you extract it, you go to that folder, and then in there, you got a bunch of folders here. If you haven't done so already, the icon update, we'll go over that next. That is always cool to do because then it gives you the new satellite and some of the other things, as well as some of the background screens, which I'll show you. Now, right here, APRS firmware 104. We're going to open up the folder, and we're going to select that SPI file, which is an update file. Then we're going to write to the radio. This is going to be pretty quick. Now, let me switch back to me. As you guys can see, the radio still says update for link board. All we're going to do is turn off the radio. I'm going to disconnect the cable, turn it back on. Let me put in my code. Radio starting. Now, this is one of the screens you can add, starting service, as you guys see there, for one of the things. Now, if I come menu, I'm just going down to settings, device info. You guys now see it says 104. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Come on. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of make it out. It says 1.0, 104, not 1 point, just 104.
Here's a couple of them that are coming through that is kind of been a trend here. They're asking if the 878UV has the link board on it as well for Bluetooth update.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe it's the same for both of them. I'll double check that right now. Here's a version 1, the UV1. Yep, right there. Now, if you get this message, You push the wrong button. You push this upper one right here. So I want to make sure that you guys push this bottom one. So if you see this message, you push this one as well. You were pushing this button. So don't push that one. The first one below the push to talk. We're going to try to avoid that. But yeah, both do have it.
That just knocked out like 6 of them that I saw pop up.
That means that there was no update for the APRS on that model yet. If there is one, then that's how you would do it.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke on that one. I was about to throw it out there too. What does the 104 have that 103 does not?
104, actually one of the main features and upgrades to 104 is it has a quicker GPS acquisition time. That's one of the main changes that it has. All right. Now, if you guys have any other questions or anything, we'll get on to those. Otherwise, we can move on and show you guys a few other things.
Hey, Jose.
There you go.
Morales, if you were to get a hold of me tomorrow or shoot me an email, I will get you taken care of with those stickers.
Yes.
And
anyone else who wants those too, let us know. Here, let me take my radio out again. We can do a mass order for people, and we can help you guys out. Here's the stickers. We did provide them during the last sales and all our sales. If you notice, this is one of the things we do provide with most of our sales and other things. So if you're interested in those, also check out our sales because that's a great way to get them. Yes, I can do the icon updates right now on the thing as well. So for the icon updates, what we're going to do is we're going to put down the push to talk and the lower one. And while those are both pushed down, actually, it makes it easier if you go like this. Just separate 2 fingers. Whoops. So I'm on the lower one and then turn it on. You'll see it's going to say update mode. Oh, come on. I hit the wrong button. My fat fingers, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. There you go. Update mode. Kind of, there you go. It's hard to see because
it's a white screen.
Yeah.
There it is.
So while we're connected, we're going to go back to my screen here. Now, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys do enter the giveaway tonight. We are doing a giveaway for an 878 for those who are in BridgeCom Plus. And if you're not in BridgeCom Plus, we are giving away a gear membership to that program. So what we're going to do is we're going to still use the same firmware update window here. And what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, go up a few folders. We're going to come over here and go icon mod. Icons. First one here, the SPI file. Then we're going to write it to the radio. Anthony, you have to be invited into the screen to talk. You're not in here, so we're not doing that tonight. But we are. Anthony brings up a good thing. How does he turn on the mic to chat in the live stream? Tonight we're not actually doing that. However, we are setting up a roundtable, and he beat me to the point. If you guys are interested in doing that, please let us know. We will take you guys your information down. We will send you guys a link so that way you could join us in the studio here, and we will talk about your ham radio experience, DMR, whatever you guys need. You can email Jeremy or one of us, me. I'm Wolf at BridgeCom Systems. Jeremy is Jeremy at BridgeCom Systems, and that's bridgecomsystems.com. So either of us would be more than happy to, help you, if you guys have any ideas, let us know. And we will be doing a live show where we want to communicate with you guys live and actually do a roundtable. We're also going to invite in some other guests. We're trying to talk to some big ham radio guys and see if we can get them onto the show and everything. And, we're going to try and make this interesting for you guys. All right, as you guys can see, the right complete. So what we're going to do is come over here. Still says update mode on the radio. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it back on. It's going to ask for the password. Starting up. Okay, so now if you guys can see, let's see if I can get that to focus. There you go. See the satellite at the top? Right up there. Change that.
Key lock.
Yep, that's one of the updated icons. Now, another thing that people like to do, like me, is update those screens. So now I did show you guys that boot screen. So what we can do is we're going to come here to Tools, Boot Image. We're going to open an image. Now you can put whatever you guys want. You can put your favorite picture, your logo, your family, your kids, whatever you guys want. You can put a picture of your pet. But in here, in the screens, let me see. Really, it's not generating thumbnails? It won't generate. Okay, I guess we got to go to the folder.
You've gotten a lot of questions about the antenna that you've got on that 878 there.
What about it?
Boy, that's a long antenna. Where'd you get that?
It's a 771. It's like 15 and a half or 17.1 inches, something like that.
17.6.
Yeah. So it's the 771 if you guys are interested. That's the antenna I'm using. All right, so let's get this open. Let's go to downloads. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so in the screens here, let's get these bigger. Really? Come on. So you can see the computer doesn't want to work with me today. Here's the boot image right here. The 787 is the boot image that I was using on my boot thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to here and we're going to look for that 787 image. Here we go. You're going to click open. My radio is not actually plugged in, but you'll see the picture right here and you can write to the radio. So if we were to plug this in, we can write to the radio and that'll write to that picture to the radio. I already got it written in there, so there's no point in doing it again. Same thing here. So for this background that I have, you come to background picture 1. We'll do the same thing, open image. There it goes. Now it wants to work. See all that? You could select from any number of these. Here we go. So now it wants to work. So you could choose different images here that you would like to use as your background. You can see some of them are customized. I believe this is one of them that I have installed. I don't know. There's a couple good ones. So you could select, I think it's one of these I might have, or I don't remember which one I used exactly.
Laser red is the way to go. Glenn Jenkins, we do know that there are 2 different icon folders. You've got the one that says the 122M and then the 122 mod. They both have the same information in them.
Yeah, it's just one is one more folder deep than the other one. Modern
Eric.
Tech hates Adam. Yes.
Eric, yes. When the satellite turns green, that means you've got a positive GPS lock.
Correct. So you could just select a picture, upload it to your to your radio the same way. I'm actually just going to cancel out of this real quick. And you would just write right to the radio. And then you come over to your optional settings. Was it display? Yes. Okay, so we have first off right here, standby background. You would change this if it was in one, background 2. And then on power on mode, you would come here and change it to custom picture. And this will select the picture that you had uploaded. Oh, God.
I was waiting for you to see that one.
Yep. Me being on the West Coast means his tech is a couple hours behind. Yep.
It's great.
Then make sure you guys write to the radio and you're good. Okay, so Marvin says he has no SAT on his screen. He has 104 and APRS is on. Okay, you actually have to update the icon file separately. So you go into update mode like before, where you hold down the two buttons. You're going to hold down the push to talk and the button below it. So here I'll pull out my radio again so I can show you guys. Jeremy, you want to pull up my screen or pull me up? All right. So push to talk and the one down below it, the lowest one, you're going to hold both of those while you turn on the radio and you're going to get update mode. So I'm holding those down, booting, update mode. It's kind of hard to see. And that is how you will update your icons. Just go through the icon and firmware update file again. So I'll show you one more time. Okay, so we're going to come up to Tool. Oops. Firmware and icon update. And we'll select that file here. Now, this is what the confusion is. These both are the same folder. So you're going to see this exact folder. If I open this up, there's that folder. So it's just in there twice. So you can open this folder and just select the icon file and then write this to the radio. Just make sure you're in update mode when you're doing the icon update.
Yeah, both of those have the same data in them, so there's really no difference between the two. Just like Adam said, one of them's deeper than the other.
The UV, it's the same place as the old GPS location. You can use this icon file on both of them.
Here you go. Thomas Villanova on the UV Plus. Where's the SAT antenna located on the radio? Are they still located on the boards like the UVs?
Oh, that one specifically, he means like that?
Yeah.
They do have a separate, different type of APRS board than the UV2. So the UV1 has a different board completely, whole PCB and everything.
Well, he was asking about the antenna. If I
internal.
remember right, I want to say that it's internal on that APRS board.
Mhm.
I believe.
I believe that's exactly what it is.
Steven. Update tool says check serial port settings. 878 is the Bluetooth update compatible? Yes, the Bluetooth update would be compatible on the 878. You just got to make sure that you're actually going into the correct update mode.
Also, make sure you're not trying to put version 2 update on a version 1 radio.
Exactly.
Yes, so if you guys haven't done so, we got another 10 minutes before the giveaway is locked out. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you guys go over there and enter the giveaway.
And don't forget, like and subscribe.
That's right. The more you guys like and subscribe, the better it helps us to understand what you guys like and helping everyone else out there understand and get these videos as well. Greg, Greg asks, are you supposed to turn off GPS before attempting the update? It's a good practice to turn off GPS and APRS, but because you don't want it to be broadcasting or receiving or trying to do anything like that while you're doing the update. It can interrupt the update. If you're inside and you just turned on your radio, you have a good chance it's not going to connect to to the satellites and everything and get a GPS signal right off the bat. So you can be all right. However, it is good practice to turn off both Bluetooth and GPS when doing an update.
Dave J. Yes, it does have the APRS board to update.
I haven't downloaded version 3 for version 1 yet, so.
Yeah, I've only got the 2, so I haven't got to tinker with the version 1s.
Yeah, it might be in there, it might not. If it's not in there, then version 1.4 specifically is only for version 2. We'll check into that and get you a more definitive answer. All right. The link to the giveaway, Rick, is actually in the description below. GPS test, Jim, is just exactly that. It tests your GPS and tries to calibrate it when you first start up. That's about it. It's a waste of time and battery, in my opinion.
That and it'll frustrate you because when you go to turn your radio on the spot and ready to talk because something's happening, you got that screen that says GPS test and it's got all the data on it, and you're like, what do I do with this?
It's more used for debugging and for building the radio than more of you guys using it. It's more for our end. Not a problem. You're welcome.
Okay, Glenn, the satellite was a upside down teardrop, like a map pin,
Mhm.
and it was at the top center part of the screen on the radio. This new update actually makes it look like a little satellite. For the boot image, it's going to be the push to talk and PF2, the very bottom one under the push to talk. If you get the screen that says initialize or I can't remember the other
Update
message.
mode?
Yeah, no. If they hit 1 instead of the 2, you got it a while ago.
This one right here. Record USB.
Yes. If you get where it says confirm initialize or that one, that's an indication that you hit and held PF1 instead of PF2.
No, Ralph, we still do it from the white screen, which is the update mode. The GPS and see, okay. On one radio, I have multiple radios. So as you saw, this one right here, which is the UV2, that was version 103. On my test radio, that I do all my testing, my live streams and everything, that one updated, no problem. Went to 104, did everything perfectly fine. Now, some radios have had issues with updating the APRS, so that is in the Bluetooth board. So that was the company's solution, AnyTone solution, to actually make it so you can update that board directly. So it knows just specifically in that mode, it's going to update the Bluetooth board. So If it works fine for you and you have 104 doing it on the update screen, power to you. It worked on one of mine. On my other one, it didn't. So if it doesn't work for you on that screen, then all I can suggest is doing it the way we showed here tonight with both of these. Sorry,
PF2
these
and PF3.
PF2 and PF3, then turning it on, and that would actually is the way I do it now. So whenever I help anyone, I just do the PF2, PF3 buttons. It's just easier.
Exactly. That way we know it's going directly to the board and not
Mhm.
just going across the PCB.
Yep.
Thomas, I posted my direct email. If you shoot me an email, and that is jeremy@bridgecomsystems.com, I will definitely reach out to you tomorrow and get the questions that you've got answered for you.
All right, Paul, what we're going to do is live. We're going to look up that answer for you. How about that? All right, switch screens here. All right, so we're on the support page. And Paul was asking whether or not they had it in the UV1. So we're going to go see all articles. Come to the version 1. Let's download the CPS. Come on, slow.
I don't think I'm going to get my wish tonight of us breaking 300.
Nope.
I've
That's
been
all right.
holding pretty steady at about 208. I was really hoping we'd get 300 tonight.
I need to stop doing that. All right. I keep clicking on the wrong screen. So there is no, as you can see, there is no APRS or Bluetooth update for version 1 radio. However, there is the icon mod right here. So there's your answer.
Where did that go? Kevin Thompson, will the 878 ever support P25? I don't think it will. I believe it's going to be a pretty big mass change on the PCB for it to be able to host that P25, because that's a totally different thing than the VHF and DMR and the UHF DMR that is currently housed in that PCB.
Correct. We are trying to get some new additions and upgrades and features for you guys, but it's a process, and then it has to all get tested and all of that. But that is a good question, and we'll see what it will take to try and get a radio maybe that has it. But again, with the limitations on P25 and certain things, it's not really public use; it's more public safety use. So,
Let's see here, Greg. To answer you about M17, I cannot confirm nor can I deny, but I have heard talk about M17 supposedly coming on the Pi Star. I don't know. It is definitely something that I'm very interested in. As you can tell, I'm running FT8 on the G90 here. This is the display for it behind me, but I'm very interested in that myself.
Seeing if your GPS sets your time properly is actually going to determine on the time zone that you have set in your radio. So if you don't have your time zone properly set, then it might actually change the date and time in your radio. So keep that in mind when you do set it up on your page. Let me see, 878. Let's pull that back up. All right, so if we come, sorry, my mouse is a little slow right now. Okay, so time zone right here. If see GPS is off on this right now, this is just a basic configuration, but you need to set your proper time zone right here. And now remember, this weekend on Sunday, we are rolling the clocks. It is daylight savings, so make sure you guys do take that also into account afterwards. If you're not sure what your UTC is, you can always look it up on Google. Search your location and UTC time, and they'll tell you what your time zone is. We had a good question here. Robert, complete newbie here. Where is the best place to learn all about the DMR basics? For those of you who don't know, we actually released our BridgeCom University courses. So if you guys are a member of our university, I will actually pull that up so you guys can see this. That's going to probably pull me into the back. Oh, good, it didn't. Under available courses here, we have the normal 6 you guys have always been seeing. If you go to page 2, you guys will actually see our DMR workshops that we did from September and October. Both of these are amazing resources. They are great to learn. Our BCU online, all our live stuff on YouTube, that's another great place to learn. But everyone, I know a lot of people got a lot of good information in the October one. I think the October one was, we got more information into that one than we did the September one. Went a little bit longer, and it seemed to be better questions or more in-depth questions were asked, I think, because we had a lot of people repeat and get into the second one as well after going to the first one, and they had more questions for us the second time around, which were even better. BCU does not expire, so if you guys do get this, it will be available for life. We will have some available here for subscriptions on some of the other stuff coming up. We are working on that, so you can pay monthly if you wanted to get a group package of a couple different things together and all of that. So we are working on some changes here and some new things for you guys, but the best resources we can provide if you want to go from zero to hero would be our DMR workshop here. Jeremy, you have anything you want to add to that?
Whenever they're going through the processes, look for what's going to work for you. When it comes to doing multi-mode networks right off the bat, you're going to get yourself in too much information too quickly.
Correct.
I would suggest doing one network at a time. That way you have a chance to master that particular network before you try to start adding others to it, because every network has its own little quirks and its own configuration settings.
All right. Now, also, when you get that course, you do get a copy of this, digital copy, that is. We do allow you to print it out. So if you want to go print it out like I did and have it bound so you can follow along as we're going through, it's a great resource to have. I know I've referenced it a few times. I've tell people to reference it all the time. So if you guys are looking for some good information, this information in this workbook is available with both those both of those courses. Now we are making a master course that's going to go a lot more in depth, than we did in those workshops. We're actually making a full-blown university course that's going to take you down the road of DMR, and we're going to go very in-depth about everything. We're going to show you guys how to flash we're going to show you guys with the Skybridge, for example, we're going to show you guys how to flash the SD card, how to program that information, where to download that information. We're going to make you guys know exactly what you're doing and give you the confidence to go out there and help others with all of this stuff. So keep an eye out for that coming out here soon. It will be either out by the end of the year or at the beginning of next year. And I'm looking forward to running that course.
I always have fun doing those. Even though I'm one of the guys here, I still learn every time we do one of the courses. It's every time we do it, I take something away from it. I'm like, I didn't know about that, or did I?
So we're going to get in depth with that. We're going to get into some more of the advanced features as well for the radios, the 878 and the 578. We're also going to get into, some of the other features with DMR and digital and some of these networks, more in depth with APRS, SMS, GPS ranging, stuff like that. So, if you guys are interested in that course, keep an eye out because it will be coming out here shortly. How can you get the workbook, Donald? Whenever you sign up for the course, the first thing in the course here, let me pull up my screen. So I'm going to actually click on the course. I'm going to resume. Right here on the first page, gives you an ability. You just click download and it will download. Now, for those of you who want to go back and forth throughout this, right here is the menu, and you can actually go back to the beginning. Here's the webinar, follow up, and you guys can discuss different things in there and make your own discussions and talk with everyone along your journey and see what other people might have also said in there. And, we'll try and answer as much as we can in the workshop.
I wish something was like this was around when I first got my ticket back 30 years ago. But that was back in the day of the novice ticket before you got to start moving up the ladder there.
Yep. All right. Well, let's see.
Time to reach in the magic hat?
I think so.
Ooh, who gonna win? Who gonna win? Who gonna win?
I don't know. Let's see.
Everybody must know it's getting time. We just shot up to 217. 217 viewers, 17 again. And I'm only seeing 6 likes on the Facebook side. Come on. We ought to have 200 and at least 200 likes on here.
See the other likes, but yeah, we should. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, we do have a new Turkey Day giveaway going on as well, where we are giving away a 578 plug and play package this year, this month, actually, this year.
Yeah, of course it'll be this year, but so far ahead there.
For this month. So if you guys haven't entered that giveaway, make sure you check in the description down below and enter that giveaway as well. I'm waiting for the thing to load.
Drum roll, please. Dan should do the drawing at random times so nobody can pop in and out. I like that. Let's see here. Thomas said we've got 98 YouTube. All right. 115 in YouTube. Yeah, come on. Bring it on, guys. Bring it on. Let us feel the love.
All right, let's try it again. I'm trying to reload it. There we go. It's taking its time, but it's going.
You didn't give it its coffee before the show, huh?
Apparently not. It's not liking me tonight. California's trying to censor me again.
Yeah. Well, you haven't froze yet, so that's a good thing.
Oh, it doesn't mean they're not trying.
Exactly.
Actually, we got 3 giveaways tonight.
Uh-huh.
We got 3 winners to announce. Totally forgot. We got the Spooktacular giveaway tonight as well. That winner does not need to be present, but
The Spooktacular.
and we are drawing all the winners right now.
Greg said, if your screen goes dark, we know what happened. Oh. Matthew Borland says, obviously he's using his iPhone hotspot. Oh, did not pay the
All
computer
right.
tax in California. That boy, they just going right back at you now.
Yep, I'm the one who opened my mouth. So our winner for our Spooktacular giveaway, who's winning I believe it's a Ham Shack Pack 2. Isn't that what it was?
For the Spooktacular. Isn't it?
Handheld
Yeah.
Starter Pack 2. The Handheld Starter Pack 2. That's what our winner is. Art Olson, N2AJO. Art Olson, N2AJO. You are the proud winner of a Handheld Starter Pack 2. So congratulations.
878 starter pack. Boy, howdy. Boy, that's got all the bells and whistles. John Dunn, appreciate it, but hey, we have all week to look forward to this, and this is how we kind of blow off steam, have fun with our customers. Because I figured out if we're having fun and laughing and carrying on up here, y'all are able to do the same, and it makes it a little easier for the questions to come out, and makes it easier on us.
All right. So we got our winner of our annual BridgeCom Plus membership, Michael Holmes, KD0WPG. KD0WPG. Michael Holmes, are you in the house?
Looking. Wow.
Ronald.
Wow. That's all I can say.
Oh.
Michael Holmes, there he is.
All right. Congratulations, Michael.
Congratulations.
You are now a brand new member of our BridgeCom Plus community. Welcome. We will make sure we get all that situated and sent out to you. Everyone give him a round of applause.
You beat me to it.
All right. And now for the 878. Our winner is Robert Bruner, KF0DKZ. Robert Bruner, KF0DKZ. Is Robert in the house?
Looking.
Yep.
Wonder how many times we're going to have to draw.
He's right here.
There he is. Hot dogs. There you go. Brand new 878 winner.
Congratulations. And to all our winners, we want to say, congratulations. If you call us up tomorrow, we'll make sure you guys get situated and we'll get you taken care of and everything. Now, on behalf of the whole BridgeCom family, we want to say thank you to everyone. We really appreciate you all. We love seeing you guys here and with us every evening, or every Wednesday evening, I should say. We are looking into do some new things. Like I said, don't be shy. Email me or Jeremy. Let us know what you think, what you want to see on the show. And if you'd like to be on the show, let us know, because we are looking to do some specials with everyone for the holidays, and we want to, have some fun with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys want to roast me on it.
I don't think
don't
they need
mind.
any help with that one.
No, I know,
mean,
but I'm just saying, roast me when you're on as well. That's cool. Give me a roast real quick. That's fine. But again, on behalf of the BridgeCom family, and thank you, everyone. I'm Adam KN6QGV with my co-host Jeremy KD5YUZ73.
7 threes.